And good afternoon, Warp103 here, bringing another first impression video. This time here we're doing the British DD, the Acosta. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly fucking firestorm on you.
Okay, we're going to be dealing with the Acosta. This is a tier 5, again, British destroyer, new to the game. I won it in one of the mission crates. So, what can I tell you about this ship here? I don't know where to start. Well, let's start at the beginning. Tier 5, as you can see, it only has 950 HP. Its concealment is 6, meaning that if you're looking at the Kamikaze R and anything else like that, the Kamikaze R has better concealment than this does. It has good torpedoes and bad torpedoes. Okay, what do you mean by that? That makes no sense. Alright, your torpedoes are single launch. You do have a lot of them that you can spew out. The problem is their range is the same as your detection range, 6. So there is no stealth torping at all. You have to get by on just, as you see here, so that you can see you have a single launch torpedo, and again you have your widespread torpedoes. That's it. You don't have the ability like, again, Kamikaze or where you can stealth torp the shit out of somebody, because you can get in their range is better than this. Nope, you don't have that option, because the range of Kamikaze R is 7. So from 5.4, assuming you have concealment action, to 7, you are basically a stealth god. You can torp to your heart's content. Now, what I'm using here is this captain here is a 16-point captain. Now, usually when I do my first impression reviews, I use the base minimum of everything, like I told you in the last video, because I really wanted to see what the ship can do. I chose not to do this on this ship here because I had already heard horror stories before, but I didn't want to really believe it until I actually loaded up the captain with my normal 6-point captain, and yeah, the concealment was so high that it was just no. So I'm gonna tell you this right off the back: you will not play this with a 3 skill captain. You now will play this with a 5 skill captain or a 6. 10 is the bare minimum you can play this ship with. Anything lower than that, well, you're just playing up suiciding in the ship. Okay. Now you see I got time to talk and everything else because I chose a long route around. Now again, since I have this captain that I have is a 16-point captain, I have radio position finding. You need this on this ship. Without it, there's no way you can do what I'm doing right now, is basically skirting around the edges, knowing where their ships are, so I don't have to really deal with their ships. This ship is strictly for ambushing only. But as an ambusher, it's damn good at it. That's why when I reviewed the Jarvis, the tier 7 ship, I was like, oh my god, it's just terrible. Now you can see so that it's already pointing straight ahead. That means that the CVs are right in front of me. I'm going to kill them because no one sees where I'm at. And again, now you can do this with any of the tier 5 destroyers. So that's the reason why I said the tier 5 destroyer, for being a tier 5, it's fine. You know, it's not super terrible, it's not super good, but compared to other tier 5 destroyer, it's bad. But as a destroyer on its own, well, you can make it work. Like I said, we have 2 characters in the game. I could have been spotted at any time and everything else, so that you've been screwed. Okay, now let's talk about the smokes. The smokes are the same type that's on the tier 7 and the Jarvis, meaning they last for a pitiful amount of time. So basically you drop down a smoke, you stay in it for, and not even a second, you can't even stay in it, you drop it and run. So whatever direction they're coming from, you want to reverse your course, drop your smoke, and then run away. Now, I want you to check this out carefully. Now, the guns are great. The reload time is like that, 5 seconds on the amount of guns I have. It's great. Now, look, I'm gonna launch a single launch, and you see me launching them in different spread. Okay. Now, I already forgotten just that quickly and like that I actually still have torps available for me to shoot out. Okay? Because I'm so used to having torpedoes that, oh, well, you only have 3, that's it, or they come in 3 sets. That's it. Nope. Now I missed all my torps, which is fine. But you can see the gun power, I'm actually gunning them down. It's very maneuverable, again, like the tier 7. Well, I should say the tier 7 is maneuverable like the tier 5. Because I really consider the tier 7 to actually be a tier 5. Because it stinks that bad. You can get away with what I'm doing here because it's a tier 5 ship. Any other ship, or that's a DD, can do what this can do, except for the gun power. The gun power is great. You can fire real fast. Oh, I'm hugging the border because I forgot where I was at. Now, this does have the acceleration where, you know, it goes from the, 0 to 10 km very fast, which is great. I love that. Now, again, you still notice that I had more torpedoes that I could have shot out that I just wasn't aware of. So that's another thing you're gonna have to get used to. It does have a lot of torpedoes for its tier, but since the range is so short, you will tend to forget about how good the torpedoes are. So at this point here, you'll just see me just using my guns and blazing away. And you can see in this little bit of time, I've completely burnt them down. The carrier is probably screaming to his teammates like, okay, you let this guy stuff all the way back here and everything else of that. Again, this will only work if you have radar position and finding and have build it for a full stealth build. If you do not do that, this ship will not work. Okay, now look how fast I've dropped my speed. It does have a bit of AA. Again, I'm not going to say it's good AA, but it does have a bit of AA that you can, it's actually usable. Now look at my acceleration. You can see that I can stop on a dime. Now watch this. Watch. And then my acceleration picks up. It picked up so fast that I almost, and I ate a torpedo because it literally accelerated so fast that I'm so used to all other DDs that, you turn so slowly and everything else, that you accelerate so slowly. I literally accelerated so fast that I took a torpedo because I wasn't used to acceleration. So that's going to be one thing that's really good about the ship. It's going to be highly maneuverable. You will be able to get out of trouble even though you do not have a speed boost. But your guns are lively. So this would, again, for a tier 5, it makes a pleasurable gunboat. I mean, now if you have guys that are really, really competent at what they're doing, or if you have a kamikaze R on the other team, he's going to outsee you and then just wreck you. But what you do in that case, if you see a kamikaze R or any of those minikazes, anything else like that, you just pour in the coals, turn it the opposite direction, and get out of there. Now, take note, I have not dropped smoke yet because you don't need to. It literally accelerates that fast that you can pull off some epic dodges. So it'll make it hard for carriers to hit you, make it for hard for DDs to hit you and everything else. So that you just got to be aware that if you're used to other ships, your acceleration is going to be way different than everything else. Okay. Now I didn't put the speed flag on here, so you can get up to 36.5 if I remember correctly. Again, hit the border again. My apologies. And it just gun power. So for a gunboat, this is good. If this was the tier 7 one, meaning that let's say at tier 7 you had a 8 km range for your torpedoes, the same as your stealth. All right, I can deal with it, but it doesn't. I mean, the Tier 7 has a 7 km range and it has a sort of torp window. So even though the torp window for this one is the same, you can literally, as you've seen, make it work. You just got to know with stealth. Again, this will only work if you have a 10-point cabinet on. Truthfully speaking, you need a 14-point cabinet, because concealment action by itself will still get you killed, because they'll know exactly where you won't know where they are. So that 14 points, you put in the RPFs for that, and then from there you can do a lot of things with it. Now, some people wanted to say, well, you know, you really should be playing it differently or things like that. I tend to be aggressive with my play style, so therefore, you know, that's probably the reason why I'm not a Unicron or anything else, because I'm very aggressive. But again, good player, you can make this ship work. As you can see right here, I'm heading into where the Phoenix is. Now I know what my range is. I know the Phoenix is coming towards this direction right here and everything else of that. I gotta wait till the dead body Hulk is out of the way, and then I say, nope. Let's see if I can get on the Bhutan. He's closer. And see if I can get into the smoke right here. Now you notice how many torpedoes I put out. Again, if I had known that from Jump Street, you do have a lot of torpedoes that you can use, but I just didn't recognize it. Again, that was my fault. So you do have a lot of torpedoes you can shoot out. The reload time is kind of on the long side. At over a minute, that's pretty much long, even though I have adrenaline rush right now. So yeah, you have a lot of torpedoes, but they do take a while to reload. Nope, here go torpedoes. And dodging like a boss. Now you see me, oh, hit my smoke. Again, now look at the smoke bloom time. Bloom time is so short. Your action time in it, again, is short. You're not going to last long if you think you're going to be able to stay in smoke. You can't. And all you can do is, at this point, use your guns, blaze away. Again, as in dodging torpedoes, perfect. This ship is very nimble, very agile, very fast, and accelerating. It doesn't really have a great overall top speed, but that speed that it does have will get you out of trouble. Would I recommend this ship? The Tier 5? If you're an experienced DD player, yes, you can make this ship work. You can make it work to your advantage. As you can see right here, Tier 5, 75,000, 3 kills. You can see the damage, the gun damage. I did 139 shots, 2 torpedo strikes. So you can make this work. I even shot down some planes. So how did they go from the Tier 5 that's workable to Tier 7 that's complete shit? I don't know. I really don't. Again, the torpedo range sucks, but the amount of torpedoes that you have and how hard they actually hit, it's a good thing. Will I play this again? Yes, I'm going to play this a lot so I can get some battles under my belt and everything else of that, and I'm probably going to get much better in that side of it. That's why you see me as a meme teams, because, you know, you can see how the Miyogi is way down on the J line at the bottom of the battleship, really, and the other battleship is hugging base. So basically you had 2 ships, you know, basically go up to the base, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, this was my first battle on the ship. I had a couple of battles after this, and both of them had 2 carriers inside of it, and I did the exact same thing. I wish I can bring those to you. Unfortunately, one of them crashed, and the other one I lost. I do have the crash one, so if someone wants to email me, I can email it to you, because I can't get it to work. You can hear it play in the background, but you can't actually see the video of it. But that's up to you. But again, my recommendation on the ship is so that, you know, more testing is needed. But my first impression is that you can make this ship work. It's not so terrible to play that, you know, you're going to hate playing it. Unlike the Javik that I can't stand to save my life, but the ship here, gold. You can make it work, and you can do some real damage with it. It makes a good gunboat. Well, this is Warp103 saying warp out, have fun, and we will catch you on the next one.